Let's go for a round two on jetting out this carburetor on this 440cc Duromax. In the previous video, I'll post a link down below here, we put in a 41 and a 42 into the stock carburetor. After posting that video, I ended up with a ton of people getting a hold of me about this particular engine and some ideas. One of the first ideas was that this particular engine uses a pilot jet for its idle air. And so I got on nrracing.com because they seem to be the only place that cares about this existing for this motor. And I ordered up a clone class 0.024, which after shipping was $8.24 to the great state of Maine. I also, from OMB Warehouse, ordered up a 43, a 44, and a 45. This is the 41 that didn't work. And this is the stock one, which I've noticed actually says 0350 on it. So we've already swapped this in order to check and see whether that mattered, and it did. We went from an idle of about 1,003 down to about 900, 850-ish. Today is the first day that I've had that's actually above 55 degrees and under 50% humidity. So that's why we're trying this today. So what you do is you take this screw out, you pop this piece off, and this thing wants to shoot off into Never Never Land. So keep your finger over the top of it. Then you take a pair of wire cutters and you put the two sides on either side and you pop the plug out, and then you pop in the new pilot. So that has definitely dealt with the idle situation, at least as far as I care to get into. There is one more bigger pilot jet size we could attempt to run, but I'm betting once we get the main jet dialed in more, that everything should even out and get back down to that 800 RPM we're looking for at idle. So what we're going to do right now, off camera, I'm going to get this running. I'm going to let it idle up and hold it for, we're going to go with 10 minutes worth of idling to get it up to temperature. And then after that, we're going to start swapping jets, and we'll do like we did last time. Alright, so as you can see there, it was able to come up through way better than it did with the original jet. We've got the 43 here. We obviously can idle at this point, but now we've got to see if we can get the revs to work. So we're going to pop this float ball off. I talked about this more in depth in the previous video. If you'd like, you can take a look at that. And we're going to stick a 43 in. Alright, while that bowl is filling, just to recap, inner diameter 1 1/8 exhaust pipe to port match, Kawasaki air filter by HIPAA, Briggs & Stratton intake turned up in order to connect. Now, at this point, we should, with no choke, be able to get it to turn over and idle. Close. Okay, let's give it just a tiny bit of choke. Okay, full choke. Okay, no choke, give it gas. that's interesting. What happened here? Why are we not happy? We might have flooded it out a little. Let's give it full throttle, full choke. Well, that just does not want to stay idling, does it? Okay, let's give it full choke. We'll hold the throttle again. No choke. See if it'll start. That was promising. Oh wait, that was partial choke. Let's try full choke, see if it'll start. No choke. Okay, no choke with some throttle. Okay, half choke with some throttle. Alright, well that's promising. At no choke, it was able to rev up through. We got a lot less popping. Let's dump it up to the 45. They do make a 46, which just came back in stock. So we might end up ordering that in order to try also. Fuel on. Making sure gas line is going fine. We got plenty of gas in the tank. Let it clear. Nope. I'm going to get a little bit more in there. There we go. Alright, open choke. See if it'll start. Thought about it. Half choke. Full choke. Okay, no choke with some throttle. Oh, I think I let it down just a little bit too far. I think we're going to have to keep the idle up just a little. So I'm going to turn that a quarter of a turn. Quarter of a turn seems to be about 200 RPM worth of change or so. So a little bit of throttle, no choke. There we go, that's right about where we want it to idle. Let's see what we can do.